Okay, dear students, till we had discussed the continuous charge distribution. Based on the continuous charge distribution, we are going to tell the applications of Gauss law. Okay, na? To derive or else to get the applications of Gauss law, we should know the formula of types of charge distribution as I told. First one is linear charge distribution. Okay, na? Linear charge distribution. So linear charge distribution, lambda is equal to Q divided by L. Okay. Then second one will be surface charge distribution. So that surface charge distribution, this sigma is equal to Q divided by area. Okay. Previous video, you just see this. Then third one will be volume charge distribution. Okay, now the volume charge distribution, this rho is equal to Q divided by volume. Okay, now these are the important formulas we required now. See here, first application of Gauss law is expression for long straight infinite straight wire by using Gauss law. Okay, now what is that? Expression for electric field due to long infinite charged wire using Gauss law. Okay, na? See here, I am drawing a diagram. It is to be like this. It is your cylinder. Inside the cylinder, I am keeping a long straight wire. It is very very long. It is up to infinity. Here is also up to infinity. Here will be your positive charges. Okay, na? So along this direction it will be your electric field. Okay, na? It will be your electric field. This area is taken as dA. Area of this wire is taken as dA. Then we have to calculate the electric field. See here, is it your linear charge distribution? The charges are distributed linearly through this wire. Wire is linear. That's why we are using linear charge distribution. Types of linear charge density. Okay, na? See here. First of all, what I told, the linear charge density. What is your linear charge density? The linear charge density is given that this lambda is equal to Q divided by L. I am writing Q is equal to, what should I write? It will be lambda into L. Let us call this is equation number 1. Okay. Then second one. What should I write? The Gauss law. Gauss law is, what is your Gauss law? This pi is equal to Q divided by epsilon naught. Let us call it is equation number 2. Then come to the point. The electric flux. What will be your electric flux? The electric flux will be pi is equal to E into area. E into dA. Electric field into area. Then let us call this is equation number 3. Can I equate equation number 2 and 3? Is or not? Can I equate these two? Equate. Pi is equal to pi is equal to, instead of this, shall I write Q divided by epsilon naught is equal to equate equation number 2 and 3. What we are getting here? Q divided by epsilon is equal to E into A. Okay, na? But here is a very important thing. What is this area of this wire? Area of this wire 2 pi RL. Okay, na? So this area, let us call this is equation number 4. Here area is equal to 2 pi R into L. Let us call this is equation number 5. So we know that the value of Q is equal to what? Lambda into L. Okay, na? Put the value of what is that? Q and A in equation number 4. Okay. What we may get here? This will be lambda into L divided by epsilon naught is equal to E as it is into area. Area will be 2 pi RL. It will be 2 pi R into L. L get cancels. So E is equal to what should I write? E is equal to lambda divided by 2 pi R into epsilon naught is the expression for electric field infinite long straight wire carrying by using Gauss law. Okay. It is your first application. Second application we will see. See here. Second application is expression for electric field due to uniformly charged infinite plane sheet using Gauss law. See here. What I am taking, it is your infinite plane sheet. I am drawing here. It will be your infinite plane sheet. I am considering cylinder. This one is area 1. Here will be your area 2. It will be our electric field E. E will be our electric field. Then see this. It is up to infinite. Okay na? It is also up to infinite. From this, see here, the charges are of moving along this direction as well as moving along this direction. Is or not? If the positive charges is there, okay na? If it is 2q, it will be your q. So this charge will goes along this direction because of repulsion force. Suppose if I take, it will be your plus q. Here is your 2q. Then what happens? This charge hit to this charge will go along this direction. That's why I am taking area. Total 2 area were there. Okay na? Total 2 area were there. So sigma is the surface charge density, where sigma is the surface charge density. Now see here. Same. What is surface charge density? The surface charge density. The surface charge density will be what? This sigma is equal to Q divided by area. Okay na? Then Q is equal to what you are going to write? This Q is equal to sigma into A. Let us call this is equation number 1. Okay na? Then what will be your electric field? RLs. So this pi is equal next the electric flux. What will be your electric flux? Pi is equal to E into A. Here two surfaces were there. First surface and second surface. So what should I write? 2E. Electric field will be 2 because one electric field will along this direction. Another electric field will be along this direction. So what should I write? It will be 2 times of E into A. It is a very, very important equation. Then nothing is there. The Gauss law. What is your Gauss law? This pi is equal to Q divided by epsilon naught. It will be your equation number 3. Equate equation number 2 and 3. Then what we will get? So this Q divided by epsilon naught is equal to 2 times of E into A. Okay na? What will be your E? Q is equal to? Let us call this is equation number 4. Q is equal to? Where is that? Sigma into A. Put this value. From equation number 1. What should I write? It will be sigma into A divided by epsilon naught is equal to 2 times of E into A. Then A get cancels. Then what remains? E is equal to this E is equal to sigma divided by 2 times of epsilon naught is the final expression for what? Infinite plane sheet. Okay, it is the second application of Gauss law. Then third, the application of third Gauss law will be, see this application. Expression for electric field at a point outside a charged spherical shell. See here, I am taking, it is your charged spherical shell. Okay na? It will be your charged spherical shell. Its radius is taken as R, but where I should calculate the electric field? At a point outside the charged spherical shell. So outside means here, if I want to calculate the electric field, I am drawing an imaginary spherical around this. This radius is I am taken as R. Okay na? So this area at this point, if I want to calculate, the area will be dA. Okay na? Let R be the radius of spherical shell and R is the imaginary radius of imaginary sphere. Then see here, the equation of electric flux. Let the electric flux, what will be your electric flux? Same, this pi is equal to E into A. What is the area of sphere? It will be 4 pi r square. So see here, then the electric flux, the Gauss law. The Gauss law is this pi is equal to Q divided by epsilon naught, shall I write? So let us call this is equation number 1. It will be our equation number 2. Equate 1 and 2. Equation number 1 and 2. Equate equation number 1 and 2. Then what we are getting? This E into A is equal to Q divided by epsilon naught. Let us call it is equation number 3. But here, what will be your area of a sphere? Outer sphere. It will be 4 pi r square. So E into 4 pi r square is equal to Q divided by epsilon naught. Is or not? So what should I write? E is equal to? This E is equal to Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into r square is the final expression for if electric field at outside of the spherical shell. Okay na? In the next class, the chapter mugitiliga. Okay na? So ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಟೋಟಲ್ 10 ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳಾದವು. 10 ವಿಡಿಯೋದೊಳಗಡೆ ನಿಮ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಏನಿದೆನೋ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.